Not knowing where I was going, I reached to Palani from Coimbatore. And after waiting for more than 3 hours, I finally reached Kodaikanal. Honestly, I was quite worried because the whole night I was up awake and I was waiting in the bus stand. But after reaching Kodaikanal, I was very happy because I could smell the fresh breads and the confectionery which I had while waiting in the bus station. And I also did the ticket of the bus and I started moving from one place to another. So the first place that I visited was Coker's Walk. Although it was so sunny that day, but still I could feel the chills through the mountains of Kodaikanal, and the place was so serene and green. I loved it, and then I started exploring on my own way. The day I chose to do voiceover of this video was when I actually fell sick and I'm not keeping well, so pardon me for the voice. Well, this is the observatory room where you need to pay extra apart from the entry charges to see the beautiful view of the mountains through the binocular. Basking in the sun has always been my favorite activity. I rightly did so while watching the view of the mountains from here. Next stop was Bryant Park, which is a popular attraction among tourists and locals alike. One section of the park is dedicated to exotic rose garden, ornamental horticulture, demonstration center, and a lot of other things. Surprisingly, there was some movie shooting which was going on there. And while I could hear the drone flying around the area and there were people all decked up, I realized that okay, probably not the right day to chill in here. However, the crew was quite cooperative, just that they were asking me to shift from one place to another. However, I will also be featured in that Tamil movie in those shots because they have taken close up of mine. But I decided to distract myself with my actual goal, which was to visit this place, and you can see the flowers and different kinds of herbs and species. So yes, after chilling and seeing the crew move from one area to another, I also decided to take a tour of the man-made lake and all the other things which is available inside the Bryant Park. And while doing so, it actually took me hours, and yes, I was very much a part of the crew, as you can see in this scene. After that, I chilled. I decided to take a small nap, which I didn't do, but just saying. And then I moved out of this place. Look at this beautiful church. Yes, I went inside it, and believe you me, what I got to see. There were no people at all. It was just me who was having a gala time inside. I prayed to Jesus. It was just so peaceful. After that, you can see I had a different sort of glow up. I have been really fond of visiting churches since I was, in St. Mary's School back in Northeast. So yeah, after that I moved to this next church, which is Salet Mata Church, and look at this. It is so gorgeous. Lighting candles, praying to Lord, and then moving out to see the architecture of this very old building. I was mesmerized. At one point, I felt bad for the tour guide because he was consistently repeating his words in broken Hindi and English after repeating it in his actual language, which is Tamil. I remember taking a lot of snacks that day, so I was munching on throughout my journey in the bus. And the bus was actually occupied by all the tourists. It was like a tour setup done by Kodaikanal government, which is quite nice, I would say. These are the shopping places, and obviously without a plate of Maggie, how can a trip to the mountains or hills be completed? In between, I missed recording one of the other places, which is Pambar Falls. Basically, that's a waterfall, and it was not that greeny or flowy, I would say, because of the weather. And next stop was the Moir Point. Yes, you heard me right. This is the person who actually started up with the milestones in India during the colonial times. I sometimes think how energetic I am. I climbed on top of each and every points and each and every lighthouse and all that which exists in there. was quite enjoying it on my own self. So there were shopping place here as well, and of course without a cool drink it was getting very difficult, so everyone was having the same. This is Suicide Point. And then the next stop was quite whimsical, which is Pine Forest. Yes, this is where a lot of Bollywood films and songs were shot. So I was also enjoying on my own, singing songs, chilling around, and just having fun. The movie Sajan and many other famous Bollywood as well as South Indian movies were shot in here, and people were making reels, TikToks, and everything. Whereas I was exploring the place, enjoying the local snacks, and of course, jumping around. Next was Guna Caves, and you can see how serene it looks. Oh, I was having a lollipop at that time. Again, from one peak to another, I was just, enjoying. I was watching my steps and climbing every place. So, these kind of caves, which is also known as Devil's Kitchen, look very different, and I had a very good time here. Next is this elephant looking structures, which are also known as pillar rocks. This was actually looking like elephants, let me tell you. I couldn't capture much because it was very sunny and I left my sunglasses inside. This is another movie point where movies like Rosa and all of this were shot, and of course it is also a golf course. Then we were taken to chocolate factory. If you visit Kodaikanal, you don't have to worry about the food because you will anyway be tasting so many different kinds of chocolates, honey, what not, that you will be completely full. And then the bus actually dropped me here, which is next to the Kodai Club, and I started walking and strolling through the roads. There were bicycle options also, and then this is the view of the Kodaikanal lake, followed by the Tibetan market. It was so beautiful. I like how colorful it was. I purchased these and then I had my Domino's pizza. Then I left from Kodaikanal. That's all. Thank you so much.